Welcome back to SWGA, Sickle Cell Awareness with Patient Advocate Monica. If you're visiting for the first time, welcome. If you are a new subscriber, welcome to the tribe. In today's video, I want to talk to you about the 2 FDA-approved gene therapy treatments for sickle cell disease. Let's get into this video. I have a phenomenal tribe. I love my tribe. Once this information hit the news, I remember receiving so many phone calls, emails, text messages, so many things that were going on. People reached out to me. Monica, have you heard about the new treatment for sickle cell disease? There's a possibility that you can be cured from sickle cell. I was like, yes, wow, thank you for the information. I had seen some of the information previously. But I want to say thank you. I am so thankful for my tribe. They want me to be cured from sickle cell beta thalassemia. I thank you. I am so, my heart is so warm. And I want to say thank you to everyone who have reached out to me about this information. I want to say thank you, thank you, thank you. One of the things I want to do before I get into the information about the 2 treatment options for sickle cell disease, the first thing I want to do is celebrate the patients who have received these treatments and they are working for them. Let's celebrate them right now. I want to celebrate all of the families that have received this treatment and said, this is working for me. My life is improved. The families, the parents, their support team, everyone that love these warriors that have been cured or they're better for these treatments. So let's celebrate them first before we do anything else. I'm celebrating with them from a distance. I'm celebrating with them in spirit because I'm not where they're at, but I definitely celebrate them. I'm also thankful for Vertex Pharmaceutical Company for their work with the sickle cell community, also with Bluebird. All of the work that they're doing to improve the lives of patients living with sickle cell disease, that is so important to me. And I want to say a special thank you, thank you, thank you to them. One of the biggest things that I know that they were looking into how to improve patients that experience vaso-occlusive crisis. I've done a video on that, and in this video, I want to include that video in the description of this video, or you might see it up top. You can click on that link, but don't click on it yet until I'm done with this video, about vaso-occlusive crisis being a complication of sickle cell disease. Make sure you look at that video after this video. Let's also get into the fact that I did my own research about CASGEVY and LYFGENIA. Those are the 2 new treatment options for sickle cell. So I did my own research. Not only did I do my own research, but I also talked to my care team about, can I use this as an option or have this as an option for my treatment plan? And of course, talking to my team, they said, Monica, we want to keep you on what is working for you. We don't want to mess up anything that is already working for you. So I said, thank you, but I just wanted to make sure I reach out to you all to let you know that I am interested in this treatment and to see if I could also participate in this treatment or see if it works for me. But the conversation, it made sense to me, so I'm not worried about it. I'm not going to be a candidate for these 2 treatment options. But one of the things in my research I did see was they were looking for patients who experience severe vaso-occlusive crisis. And I just did a video a few months ago talking about I have not been hospitalized in over 10 years since my diagnosis. I was diagnosed in 2013 with sickle cell beta thalassemia and congestive heart failure at the tender age of 38 years old. All of that is documented on this channel. But I realized in June of this year that it has been 10 years I have not been hospitalized. So I celebrate that as one of my milestones. With that being said, let's get into the 2 treatment options that have been approved by FDA. Disclaimer, disclaimer, disclaimer. I am not a medical doctor. I am not a licensed medical professional. I am not a scientist. Let me say that again. My disclaimer is I am not a medical doctor. I am not a licensed medical professional. I am not a scientist. So the information that I am sharing is based off of my research. It is not to diagnose, treat, or do anything. It is just to educate you about what is out there or the information that I have researched. It is not to diagnose or treat or do any of that. I am educating you and just sharing information. The first treatment that I want to talk about is Vertex and Crispr's therapeutic treatment. That is the first thing that I want to talk about. And I remember attending conferences, virtual conferences this year and last year. Vertex talked about the clinical trial of this treatment, and they shared a lot of great information to the sickle cell community. And I'm glad that this treatment is finally approved by the FDA. So that is really, really good. It says that it is the first ever approval of a CRISPR-based gene editing therapy in the US. That is wow. A CRISPR genome editing cell therapy for the treatment of sickle cell disease in patients 12 years and older with recurrent vaso-occlusive crisis. So that's just to give you an idea of why this treatment is so important, because there are a lot of patients that experience vaso-occlusive crisis. I experience vaso-occlusive crisis, not to the point where I'm hospitalized, but I experience vaso-occlusive crisis myself, and I manage mine at home. So, but that is great information. I like the fact that this treatment focuses on vaso-occlusive crisis. CASGEVY's approval by the FDA is momentous. It is the first ever gene-based editing therapy to be approved by the US. Approximately 16,000 patients 12 years of age and older with severe sickle cell disease may now be eligible for the one-time treatment. This is a one-time treatment. It is a first-in-class treatment that offers potential of a one-time transformative therapy for eligible patients with sickle cell disease. I love that. It's gene therapy. The only way that I can describe what this treatment is, it is gene therapy. I'm so excited that that this option is out there for patients that are hospitalized at least 2 or 3 times a year. This treatment is characterized by recurrent vaso-occlusive crisis or transfusion dependent upon beta thalassemia. The second FDA-approved treatment was by Bluebird Bio, LYFGENIA. LYFGENIA severe vaso-occlusive events were eliminated for 94% of evaluable patients, who all vaso-occlusive crises were eliminated for 88% evaluable patients between 6 and 8 months post-infusion. Wow. That is great information. LYFGENIA is the most deeply studied gene therapy for sickle cell disease, with most patients treated and the longest follow-up. For the treatment of sickle cell disease in patients 12 and older who have a history of vaso-occlusive crisis, It is a one-time gene therapy that has the potential to resolve vaso-occlusive events and is custom designed to treat the underlying cause of sickle cell disease. It's interesting also, Bluebird has bringing LYFGENIA to people with sickle cell disease is a milestone that Bluebird has been working toward for almost a decade, and one that members of sickle cell disease community have been waiting for much longer. It is also known as a curative option for treatment. So I celebrate all of the warriors that have received this treatment, and it is working for them. I salute them, because we all know that experiencing vaso-occlusive crisis in your family, dealing with having vaso-occlusive crisis. I know sometimes when my legs are bothering me real bad, or I'm fatigued, or I'm having other things, pain in my neck, pain in my legs, and my family and friends want to know what to do for me. Most of the time, I do my at-home treatment where I take my medication and I lay down until I feel a lot better. And sometimes when I feel like I'm getting ready to experience vaso-occlusive crisis, I'll take preventive measures. Stop what I'm doing if I feel like what I'm working on is triggering it. Sometimes it's the weather. It could be extremely cold outside. It could be extremely hot outside. There are so many things that can trigger a sickle cell crisis. So again, I celebrate the people that have used this treatment, and the links to these different articles will be included in the description of this video. So make sure you look in the description of this video, and I will include the article from Vertex pharmaceutical company, Crispr Therapeutics, also from Bluebird. All of that information will be here. Also, the article from FDA, the Food and Drug Administration, that information will be shared below. Make sure you don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. Make sure you like this video. Also, if you have not subscribed, make sure you subscribe. Also, if you have received valuable information in this video, leave me a comment in the bottom. In the comment section, let me know what are your thoughts, whether you have sickle cell disease yourself and you're a warrior, or you have a loved one that have sickle cell disease and this information has impacted you in a positive way. Also, if you are a caregiver or supporter or friend of someone with sickle cell disease and said this would be a great option for my loved one, leave all of those comments in the comment section. And yes, I do read all of the comments. I do give feedback on the comments, and I am excited. I celebrate these approvals. There are more options for sickle cell treatment. And I want to say, make sure you stay on here and watch another video about sickle cell disease to learn more about sickle cell disease. There are several videos on this channel, so go ahead and binge watch. Until next time, stay hydrated and stay well. Goodbye.